Hello, I'm Anna from the Centre for Sustainable Energy, and I'm going to show you how to set a mechanical central heating timer. So most boilers would have a central heating timer either mounted somewhere on the wall, a bit like this one, or some boilers have them actually on the front of the boiler itself. This one has the equivalent of a clock going around it with the times. This one's a 24-hour one. The first thing to make sure you need to do is to set the time according to the correct time of day. So this spins round. We can make sure that the current time is next to that line. The next thing you can do is set what times you want the heating to come on and off. We've got some tappets, the red and blue tappets. Each red one means that the heating will be coming on and warming up, and each blue one means the heating will be cooling down, the boiler will be going off. You can move the tappets by pressing them down and then sliding them backwards and forwards to get the right time. So most homes take roughly about half an hour to warm up, maybe a bit longer if your home's particularly cold and drafty. Let's say we get up at 7 in the morning, we'd want the heating to come on at about 6:30. So we'll press that down and get it to 6:30. If we leave the house at 9 o'clock, we can have the heating coming off at 8:30. So then setting the times for the evening, if we get home at 5 o'clock, we could have the heating coming on at 4:30 so that it's nice and warm for when we get home. And if we go to bed at about 11 at night, we can have the heating coming off at 10:30. We need to make sure that we have the correct settings on this side of the programmer. So we've got two sliders here. HW stands for hot water and CH, central heating. If you've got a combi boiler that does hot water on demand, you won't have any settings for hot water because you'll always get hot water instantaneously as soon as you turn a tap on. At the moment this is set to off, we won't be getting any heat anytime. If we set it to twice, we will get the heating coming on and off according to these times that we've set. If we set it to all day, what we will do is having the heating coming on at 7 in the morning, staying on all day, and only going off at 10 o'clock at night. On some programmers, instead of being called all day, it's called once. And the final setting we've got is 24 hours. On some programmers, that's called continuous or constant or on, and that's literally that the heating is on all the time, 24 hours a day, continuously. Just to show you something else on this programmer, we've got this facility here to advance. Advance is a really useful function. It advances the heating kind of to the next setting. So at the moment, the heating is set to be off if we've got it on to twice. Say we came home early, perhaps didn't feel well, we wanted the heating to come on straight away. What we can do is press the advance button. That brings the heating on immediately. The heating stays on, but then still turns off at the last setting at night. So that's really useful. You have instant heat, but it doesn't interrupt your programs that you've set. You can also use that a different way. Let's just say the time is the middle of the evening, our heating's on, but we've decided actually it's quite warm, let's turn it off. We can press the advance button, the heating turns off straight away and stays off during the rest of the night, but it still comes on in the morning when we wake up. So on this one it's called advance, on some other programmers it's also known as override. On some programmers like this there's also another button marked boost, and that can be for both the hot water and the central heating. What boost does is normally give you 1 hour's extra hot water or central heating depending on which button you press that for. So that's how to set your central heating timer. To adjust the temperature of your central heating you might have a room thermostat. And to adjust the temperature in individual rooms, thermostatic radiator valves can be turned up or down to get the temperature just right in that room. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.